What's going on, guys? My name is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. I am playing a new game. It's called Life is Feudal MMO, guys. And we are really excited about it. You may have heard that we are going to be starting this game from Voxesto's channel. He's actually invited me to be part of his guild, and that's what I'm doing in this video to you guys. I'm inviting you guys to be a part of our guild. So I'm in the character creation screen, as you can see here. I've kind of already created it, what I want to do, and I'll explain that as I go. But I want to explain to you a little bit about this game. So it's an MMO. It's a massive world, guys, and there's a lot of stuff to do in it. It's gonna be a proper grind. There's a lot that we need help with, and instead of it being like Ark, where we all join and we have different tribes and we fight each other, in this game, guys, we are inviting you to be part of our tribe, or as it's called in this game, part of our guild. So just to get started, I am getting started creating my character, and there is probably better places you can go to learn about this. I am brand new to this game as well, guys. So we're going to kind of work through some of this together. But there's a whole, as you can see over here, there's attributes and skills that you can customize for your liking and for how you want your character to be. But guys, yeah, so we are number one. We really want some of our subscribers, some of our viewers. If you have a PC, if you're interested in playing, this game is not that expensive. It's about $30 American, and it's in early access now, but it's being released in January. So we have the ability to kind of get started a little bit before anyone else, and they won't be wiping the server as soon as the game launches in January. So that's good to keep in mind. If you're interested, guys, check in the description. There's a link to the Discord group. But yeah, so let's start checking out what this character creation is all about. So I've kind of got him how I want him to be, and I am gonna go through the whole thing with you. So to kind of get started, we are going, my Voxesto, all of us that he's invited into the guild so far, we are going to be kind of the round table, the leaders of the guild, and we are going to be kind of the Viking look. So I've got my name up here. We've chosen the Estosen, which is like Vox Esto, and then of course, because we're Scandinavian, we put the sun on the end of it, Estosen, and I just put Jack on there. So, but we're going to talk about the name as we go on. You can choose your own name. We've also got, you can choose gender, you can choose a different style of voice if you want. So yeah, we're going with this Salvard, this race, which looks a little bit more of like the Viking style. And I went through my appearance and kind of chose exactly how I want my appearance to look. I mean, you can choose different faces, and I mean, look at that. That's crazy. Look at this guy's face. He's got one eye. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm kind of going with more with this normal looking guy. You can put scars on him, change the hairstyle. I'm doing like this double braid thing, just mainly because I think it looks pretty awesome. But there's all kinds of different ones, guys. You can choose different tattoos and these body features that you put on. I kind of put these ones on just because I think it's cool looking. I mean, honestly, I don't really have any other reason besides I think it's cool looking. I don't think it's gonna do anything for you besides just kind of a cosmetic thing. So yeah, I don't know, something about the writing just looks cool. You know, who knows what any of it means. I think it's just gibberish. So this is where it gets a little bit complicated. Attributes. So you can put on your attributes, and let me kind of describe what some of this stuff means. So strength, obviously that's strength, and it's, how strong you are. Agility is stuff like how fast you can move and how nimble on your feet you are. That might be good for something like a swordsman. Constitution is kind of like how strong you are. Willpower is things like how long you can go without food. It's kind of like stamina as well. Intellect. I mean, honestly, intellect didn't seem like that big a deal so far in this game. Kind of seemed like some wasted points from what I could tell. But you make your own decisions. Under crafting skill, let me explain some of these a little bit. Okay, crafting skills are a little interesting. So artisan is basically everything. It's a builder, it's miner, woodworker, forger, smithy, all that kind of stuff. So all these different points are going to get leveled up various ways. Oh, and by the way, the races affect all these. They'll give you a different base for every different race. So since we're going with this race, we're kind of sticking with this is where we're kind of starting out here. So construction is obviously being good at building things. Nature's lore is farmer, alchemy, brewer, hunter, tamer, or sorry, brewer, not tamer. Hunter is taming, tailor, horse trainer, leather worker, war horse, stuff like that. So this is kind of just how I have mine. I put some extra into artisan. I don't know. To be honest with you, I think it's this is definitely something I'm playing around with, so I don't know a lot about it. I would definitely do some research if I were you, if you are going to join us. And check out that on your own before you make any decisions. So combat. Let's go through combat. So cavalry obviously is like good with horses and good at riding horses. Militia apparently means it's like you're good with like fighting with tools and stuff like that, like not necessarily weapons but tools. So but that might be good for early game. Footman is kind of like a soldier, so basically like good at swords and stuff. Slinger is stuff like using a sling, using a crossbow, a bow and arrow. Might be good for hunting as well, for leveling up that. Assaulter is good for something like carrying a two-handed sword, or maybe even double wielding. Who knows? So the final thing I was gonna, once you get all your stuff put together, you actually do have to come up with a unique name. Now, if I tried this, Jack will not work because there is some other Jack in the world. See, can't use this one. So I need to come up with a new name. So that's what I'm gonna do now, guys. It's gonna be some derivative of Jack. Okay, so I just doubled it up. I went Jack Esterson. You can call your guy whatever you want to call it. You don't need to call it Esterson at all. And then you just hit enter. Okay, guys. So this is, I have spawned into this, what they call Newbie Island, and this is basically a PvE island. You're not on the main part, the main world of the map. And basically what this does is it teaches you about, whoa, little lag. There we go. It teaches you how to use your character and how to do various things around the map. So you kind of start out in the middle of nowhere. And let me just kind of give you an idea here. You make your way towards, you can see these fires in the distance and stuff. And you can see that big beam of light overhead. So that's basically the direction you want to go. In fact, actually, before you even go, you want to probably start gathering some stuff, but I'll go into that in a second. So yeah, you kind of make your way along this pathway to this city where this beam of light is. And there's various characters, you know, like that you can talk to, and like this guy clearly doesn't have very much to say. I'm not going to go through it all right now. In fact, if you play with us, you'll see people have various bits of information and whatnot. So I'm just going to kind of skip through that for now. I've kind of already seen what this looks like by watching videos and stuff. So yeah, you make your way over into the village, and in the village there are various characters who are going to give you some quests to do. And all the quests are kind of just tells you how to use your character and how to do certain things, like how to gather stuff, how to build tools, how to cook food, and all that. So yeah, so you run into town, and you actually have to kind of the first thing you actually have to do is you basically have to go talk to the village elder to essentially get accepted in. So, interesting. A wolf carcass, huh? So yeah, so there's people all over. I think that's somebody that logged out right there. I'm not sure. See, village kitchen. You go to her, she'll give you like a quest that teaches you how to cook food and whatnot. So as I said, there's a handful of people around here. So let's talk to this guy. Okay. Some weird language. Blah, blah, blah. So you go through this. Okay. So you're going to go talk to the village elder now. So let's go do that. And you'll see these bags along the way. I think that's just stuff that people have dropped, but you can't really do anything with it. So you go in here to talk to him. Solif. All right. So now I'm outside of the town, and this is what you do. You just right click on an area, and you go to something like this gather, and you could gather all these different kinds of things. I'm going to start with plant fiber, and if you notice, there's that you can change it from gathering one plant fiber to gather infinite plant fibers. Basically, it'll keep gathering until you stop it from gathering. That's one thing I do like about this game. It seems like it's friendly for you to just be able to do other things while you're kind of playing this game. You don't have to be necessarily watching every part of it, especially since it is so grindy. So let's grab a few of these and have you guys join me in a little bit. This is the inventory, by the way, guys. Okay, we need to go get some flint now. Okay, so we got some. I got a little bit of flint. Got the plant fiber. Got some stone. You go in here from your inventory to this crafting area, and see, I want to craft an axe, so let's click that, and we can do produce an axe. So it crafted that up. Let's see here. You can make a sling, torch, various items you can just make right in your inventory, and it's primitive, so it's okay. So I do want a saw, so let's. And I need more flint. So let's go get more flint, shall we? I like how this inventory is, by the way. So I've got a hatchet and a shovel. So now let's gather some more flint. So you just kind of right click on the ground there and hit gather flint. And oh yeah, forgot, you just make sure you've got the that infinite on, so hit gather flint and stone. Okay, so I got some more flint. Let's go in and let's make a saw. So let's craft and produce it. So it's pretty basic. The biggest thing, the most important thing about this beginning that actually took me a minute. Okay, got my saw. That's nice. So I've got all, a whole group of tools. But the one thing, actually, I want to show you real quick. If you hold down F4, let's see. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, you got to hold it down. So if you hold down F4, it actually shows you where the village is. You can see the line if I get it just right. Come on. There we go. Okay, see that line? That's technically all part of the village. So you can't do any of these quests inside the village. I was having a heck of a time when I first started playing, and I didn't realize that you can't be in the village. So anyway, you go here to your inventory, you right click on something and you hit equip. Okay. Now it's just in your inventory there on your hotbar. It's not actually in your hands. Okay. It's one thing that is, you know, it's different from something like Ark where you have to have it in your hands. So you go up to something like a tree and you can right click on it and say gather, or you can just go ahead and chop the tree down. And because your axe is already on your hotbar, you don't have to actually have it in your hands. It'll just, when you tell it to chop it down, it'll just know. And that was confusing to me too. So you don't have to worry about having in your hands. Okay, let's do it again. Cut down. So let's get through that. And this takes a minute, you know, you have to see what this bar does, and you know, it's just part of it. Bar has to takes a second. I see this is kind of where the grind is, guys. There we go. All right, it's falling down. You do want to be careful for that, by the way. From what I understand, falling trees can hurt you. Okay. So you've got a log there. I'm going to equip my saw. Okay, there we go. Close the inventory. And that's I, by the way, for inventory. Right click on the log and say saw out a board. So you'll just do this. And he'll saw up some boards. So it's a little grindy, but it's, I mean, that's why we want to have people on it. We want to have a lot of friends. We want to be able to interact. Okay, so there you go. You may not have seen it. It was up there. Nope, that was wrong. There we go. It was up there. It's up there in the upper left. Let's keep going ahead with these boards. Very good. Okay, cool. Okay, so look, I've got 2 boards now. Awesome. And actually, yeah, let's not bother with that. So guys, that's all part of these quests. So let's head back to town. All right, so we're back in town, and got some boards, and so yeah, there's all kinds of stuff you can do with these different quests, and it teaches you how to play the game, and it kind of, you know, you can build houses, you can erect altars to gods, because there's the whole like mythology kind of element to this game as well. And when you're all done, guys, you head to this structure that has the beam of light coming out of it. And when you get to it, I mean, look how awesome that looks, though. I think it looks so cool. When you get here, you'll see there's this boat with like these gold coins and stuff, and see it's a ferryman. And if you click on the ferryman, you can basically go to Abella, and Abella is the main part, the main island, the main map. It's like the PvP part of the game. So basically you're saying, I'm done with the tutorial and I'm ready to go start the actual game. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So that's kind of the beginning. I just wanted to go over it and explain to you guys how the guild would work, and you know, if and try to recruit you guys to come play with us. We're really excited about it. We think this is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of the people you either see on the VS PvP Arc server or in the Discord channel, those are going to be the people we get to come play with us. There's probably going to be some other people who aren't necessarily part of VS PvP. Maybe they were part of previous seasons or something. But we're really excited, guys. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game for us all to play together and build, like, people build economies and just do all kinds of cool stuff, guys. So check out the link in the description to join the Discord channel. Chat with us about it. We will give you any information we can. But I think that's going to end it for tonight, guys. If you have any questions, as I said, leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. If you're excited about this, if you want to watch, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We are ready to get going. We are going to be starting pretty much any day now. It's a matter of just us all getting on at the same time. So that said, guys, I think I will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.